Wednesday evening, and good to see some of you here already. Tavia, always the #1 this week. B Bandits, awesome. B Bandits and Tavia here to say they are back. I can't believe I'm finally here, says B Bandits. Well, welcome you guys. Happy Wednesday. And already got the first like. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining. And so if you've been here the last couple days, been working on some Christmas sets, Christmas themed sets like the Winter Village Fire Station. We had some lights today. Break Therapy 2-3 is repaired. I knocked him off the table yesterday, but he's looking better. He's looking better. There's our mascot, right? And so keeping him all built up and secure. So if you see this guy on your screen, please leave a like just for Big Therapy, and please subscribe, join the channel. And working on the upscale Santa, and he's very upscale, right? If you compare him to, let's see, where's my comparison? My size comparison here to a minifig Santa. What would you say? That's like 100 times the size. Is that 100 times scale Santa right there? Yeah, I think that's probably the box picture is the right scale size. So we'll see. We'll put upscale Santa here. Already knocking down a little Lego pillar. And we will put, like he's my good conscience, Brick Therapy's good conscience. We'll put minifig Santa on the Brick Therapy shoulder there, riding the shoulders of Brick Therapy. And let's see what else. Yesterday we built up the Santa's Workshop, a fun set, a gift with purchase, which I think, looking it up today, looks like it's like a $40 set if you just wanted to buy it. But it was a gift with purchase. You got the conveyor belt with the toys, and on the other side you've got Santa and the elf workshop, and you've got the cool sliding farm doors, you know, where the elf is there ready to greet the next delivery or of supplies maybe, and then sliding doors. So that's pretty fun. So that set we finished, and another one was, of course, Santa's sleigh. We built up Santa's sleigh. So we've been, now that I've gone into this like last week or so, week and a half, gotten a few cool fun sets all built up. And this set, even though I think it's gone or sold out on lego.com, I just noticed it on Target for $31. So it's basically the regular price it has been always. Sort of a sale, I guess, but it is available if you want to order that set online. And you have an extra reindeer. I can't remember where he came from, but this might be a Rudolph. I just got to paint the nose red or color it red. So got a lot of cool builds there. Upscale Santa is looking, at first, when I took out the midsection here, it looked like it's starting to be one of those old Ninjago builds with the yellow and red. And then we started building the torso area, and so far I don't think anything snaps into place yet, but it does slide in pretty evenly right there. So that's the torso of upscale Santa. And one more set to show off. I'll leave it on the tray here. These are one of those other, like the vintage fire station, the elf house here. And I think one of the favorite features here are the Christmas lights that line the roof. And then if you turn it around, of course, all the cool effects of the white bricks making it look like snow. And of course, you look at that triple decker bunk beds. So always fun. And, you know, another cool kind of dollhouse playhouse display. And some of the elves, here's one of them that went with this set. I think it came with 3 or maybe 4. Maybe that one elf I have in the Santa's Workshop is the 4th one. So there's another guy, and of course you got, it's kind of like Minions. You got to have one guy with the glasses. So some fun minifigs to go with that, and then you get some cool side builds like this rocket ship sleigh thing, which maybe that came with Santa. Every elf house is not complete until you have a old school, you know, Commodore 64 8 MB computer. But look at this, even a console piano. I forgot all the fun builds that go with this set. And a built-up reindeer. So lots of good stuff there. And the Christmas tree. So now we got 3 Lego Christmas trees all built up from all these sets. So just some fun things to show off the elf house. I put it on a tray to, you know, show it and put it on display. So I'll have to put that in the, on the table behind me here. All right, so let me greet some of you guys here and just see who's ready to join the live stream and building up the upscale Santa. Never too old for Lego. What's up, buddy? Let's go. B Bandit says, yes, I made it. Tavia says, I'm watching Ninjago. I'm currently on season 3, episode 7. Jake Stop Motion. Hola. Hey, Jake Stop Motion. Great to have you here. And B Bandits leaving the pinned comment. Yes, we've missed those, B Bandits. We've missed those pinned comments. Let me get that up there. Thank you, B. Boom. Remember to like and subscribe and ring the bell to never miss a stream. Let's get 20 whole likes. Merry Christmas. Building the Lego upscaled Santa. B Bandits doing a bang up job as the mod tonight. JBM Bricks. Welcome, JBM Bricks. I think I'm getting the Shire for Christmas. Let's go. That is a fun set we built up. I have that built. Oh, it's built up on another shelf. I'll have to pull that out. That kind of fits in with the Christmas builds behind me. Of course, I don't know if you guys can tell. Put some lights in the background here. And of course, you can tell this is a different setting than usual. The Shire for Christmas. JBM Bricks. Let's see. Prachi Luck now. I got that. Prachi Luck now. I hope if I said that right. Very cool. Well, welcome you guys to the live stream. If this is the first time you've caught this channel, please leave a like, join the channel, and subscribe. And glad to see all of you here. And welcome. So if you guys signed in to say hi and just check out the channel for a little bit, I like it. Let's see. Jimmy Jr. Let's go. Saying hello to everyone as well. Jake Stop Motion says, I'm uncomfortable. I'm supposed to be sleeping because I have to go somewhere tomorrow, but I can't. Jake Stop Motion. Hopefully the break therapy, the Taco Lego will help. Just bring some peace to your evening, my friend. All right, so welcome everyone. Let me know if this sounds okay. I'm using this microphone because there's probably an echo in this room if I don't. But let me know if the sound is weird. B Bandit says, if I randomly stop chatting, it's because I fell asleep. To you, Brick Therapy. Okay, you got it, B Bandits. Hopefully it's not because it's boring. Hopefully it's because it's just a nice, peaceful sound. Hearing all the Lego click and be built up. So this upscale Santa is 7 bags, and I am liking that I'm back to a brand new set with a very obvious count. You know, you get the bags all ready to go. You're not overwhelmed by like 5 number 2 bags, just 1 number 2 bag. The assembly square took me some time. That was well worth it, but I like getting back to kind of like the Jazz Club. I was spoiled with that one. So 7 number bags and on to number 2. B Bandit says, sounds good. Jake Stop Motion says, I'm uncomfortable because I stepped on a nail. Holy cow, what is going on over there, you guys? All right, bag 2. And let's begin the build. So You can obviously tell when you get into Lego and there's a lot of structural part that Lego has made it. I don't know if it's always been like that, and maybe that's from lessons learned from other sets that have gone, you know, or gone through the consumer reviews and stuff over the years. But now you get all these builds with interior sets, and so you get all these multicolored pieces, which you know are going to be on the inside. So I'm going to sort those out real quick with the lime green, and then you know, these kind of, what color would that be? Teal? This kind of bluish color. And I don't think this, I was just thinking, like, this upscale Santa is just the upscale Santa. I don't think he comes with a minifig. The regular Lego upscale guy, I think he comes with a minifig that, you know, is like him. But either way, we have him covered because we got one right there on Brick Therapy shoulder. So we'll put him within reach there. We'll put him on my son's. My son made a little Brick Therapy made a mock build of a soccer pitch. So it's kind of fun to show that off. It's kind of hard to see when the camera's over here, but off and on, I will point that out as I come across whatever the topic is. And ooh, even some pieces. Will these be Technic pieces? This kind of reminds me of the Bionicle era of builds, since we had those quite a while ago, and got familiar with those type of pieces. Getting back into Lego, coming out of the dark ages, and basically from the 90s all the way to 2017 or so. Not 2018, because that's when I began searching out Lego in earnest. But yeah, seeing all these new pieces, observing or discovering, I should say, all the amazing themes that Lego had come up with over the years. Several I had missed, like the original Lord of the Rings. Those sets come to mind, and Star Wars, of course. So yeah, just a whole lot of things. All right, B Bandit says 7 hours and I can't find my earbuds, so I'll be looking for those tomorrow morning. You guys are all over the place. Hopefully you guys get settled in there. Okay, there's a fun clue as to where this will go next. I'm guessing probably like right here. Would that be right? I mean, it evens out the belt. Oh, maybe I just realized where this should go. Okay, so Santa's torso all connected. Oops. As I connected it, and then I lifted up one side, and then okay, I thought it was like a loose piece, but the yellow and the Technic piece here connects. I don't know why I didn't notice that yesterday, but interesting. Yeah, so interesting construction. Santa kind of looks like he's robotic inside with all these Technic pieces. There's even some, you can see the pulley pieces, or the sprockets in there. So all right, let's see what bag 2, where it takes us. So as I said, I was glancing through, I was looking up the set number 406, or was it 400656 or 65, Santa's Workshop. I was looking up to make sure I knew the set number or the set name, and then it brought Target's website up, and then realized, oh, Target's having a sale right now of some of these Christmas sets, and I found that the Santa sleigh back here is actually for sale. So if you wanted to, because the Santa sleigh only comes with the 4 reindeer, and you needed the full set, you know, with all the reindeer, and interestingly enough, there's no Rudolph. But you could buy that set and combine 2 of them together, or buy 2, and combine 2 of them together and get 8 reindeer, which I've heard several of you have done. So yeah, Prancer and Dancer, Donner and Blitzen, and all those guys, and Rudolph, of course. So welcome to Brick Therapy. So if you like Lego, you like talking Lego, you like watching Lego be built, and you like just talking about Lego sets that are coming up, welcome. Join the live stream. And only got a few of you on now, but that's okay. I assume some of you will catch it later. So welcome to you guys that are here, and let's start with bag 2. Now that everything's opened up and somewhat organized, you got the torso part. Somewhere around here is what we're working on, right? The midsection of Santa. And there we go. There's the table all set. Isn't that that's just a nice sight, right? You get to build, you get the Lego all lined up, and you're like, here we go. This is Brick Therapy. All the pieces set before me here and ready to build. Hey, Damos. Psh, welcome, Damos. All right. We got our modest live stream going on tonight. Maybe it's the week, right? Just before some of you guys might be entering into your Christmas break, and your people are a little bit worn. You guys sound a little bit tired, or you're losing sleep. So hopefully a dose of Brick Therapy tonight will help out and join in on the conversation as you feel led to do so. And let's talk Lego and Lego building strategies, Lego sets. I think for me, the fun part, now that it seems like just a wave of big sets, kind of overwhelmed the market since September, right? There was the Black Pearl set, or maybe even before that, there was the Soundwave Transformer set. I feel like there was another big set. Oh, it was basically the new Star Wars sets that are starting to come out. The Jango Fett one, and then all the hype, the super marked up prices of Star Wars Lego kind of created this angst, this dissatisfaction, this ire towards Lego and them raising prices. And then, but then all the big popular sets started hitting the shelves and disappearing quickly, like back order right away, like the Black Pearl in September, or the Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship. Then you had some awesome sales in between. The Diagon Alley set, the big $400 set, which basically was a modular village in one set, all combined. If you were in the market, the sale price was pretty enticing. And I did not get that. Okay, so now we're putting the top of the torso here, Santa's head mount area right there. So let me just snap it in place. But yeah, lots of sets. Just basically after Captain Jack Sparrow, when we hit the month of October, and the Death Star, the Death Slice, the whatever people thought of it, that set hit the shelves. And the gingerbread AT-AT, I gotta build that one up. That's the one. I'm like, what is the Christmas set I've been holding out on? The gingerbread AT-AT. So we'll get Santa built up quick here and get to that in these next few days. All right, get to put the Santa's jolly belly right there in place. Just see if I can do it on camera here. Nice. All right, looking pretty good. It's kind of fun to see all this coming together. I've never built these upscale, these giant minifigures before, and I like it. There's those mid-range ones that came out with the Marvel sets, like the first airport battle. There was like the giant Ant-Man, and then they did a similar one for Ninjago, and then they did another one of that same build for Harry Potter. It was like a troll. I have all three of those. I got to bring those out, compare it. It's like probably more like a Bionicle type size, but it's another special build. Damos, it's even harder to get Lego in Bulgaria. Oh man. Damos, is that one of the countries that lost out on the BrickLink service, like Bricklink announced a huge list of countries that you could no longer get Lego through them, or just, yeah, it wouldn't be supported by Bricklink anymore. And I don't know how many people that, like how many Bricklink stores were in those countries, but that's just crazy to think if it yeah, it took out a bunch of independent stores. So yeah, Bulgaria. I didn't know you were out there, Damos. Wow. One with a stud. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. Hey, Nguyen. Hung Nguyen is here. Hey, Hung. Welcome. They give you a different sound there, my friend. I haven't checked, says Damos. Tommy is back. Here we go. Tommy, my other new mod. Good to see you guys. Sign in, leave a like as you join in. Thank you. And if you're new, Hung Nguyen, if you like Lego, man, leave a like. Find our Brick Therapy logo and please subscribe. Join our channel. Thanks for joining the chat just to say hello. And yeah, talking about a bunch of random things, but this is what we're working on here. The upscale Santa. We got his torso. Boom, got that section there. And you can see, compared to a minifigure, the difference, right? The difference is significant. There's the minifig belly compared to the upscale Santa belly. So, how fun. Just wanted to show that off again, just in case you guys hadn't seen that before. One with a stud says, we might have a snow day tomorrow. No way. All right, Damos, we'll see you in a bit. Amy says, I did my Christmas play. It was not very scary. And tomorrow I get to go roller skating for a field trip. Welcome, Amy. That sounds cool. I thought you would say ice skating, but roller skating field trip. I have never heard of that before. That sounds pretty sweet. Does that mean like a whole group of you guys, students, are all on roller skates and just kind of, I don't know what, going to a roller rink or going to a giant park or something? But field trip on the roller skates. I like that. Move around a little bit faster. How fun. So yeah, just going back to that idea, like Lego rolling out so much the last half or the second half of 2025, you know, going back to the Soundwave Transformer set, the super overpriced Star Wars sets, like a $45 battle pack and such, the Jango Fett, the UCS Jango Fett set, and then September with the Black Pearl or Captain Jack's pirate ship, or Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship, not a very fun name, and then the UCS Death Star in October, and then shortly after that, or within the same span, maybe a couple weeks, now I'm kind of mixing up dates, the Goonies set with the pretty cool GWP, which I found a couple weeks ago at the Lego store. They still had those gift of purchases at the Lego store, and you could still get the Goonies set with that gift with purchase, which again was tempting, but man, $400 is not, it's not tempting to spend that kind of money right now. And then the Star Trek set. So a random assortment of sets, a lot of nostalgia, obviously probably not in the interest level or zone of what little or younger Lego fans would probably want. You know, if you're a younger kid, when I was a kid, man, it was all about the Lego City type sets or Classic Space and Castle. Like those, and really it could have just been Castle or Space. I would have been fine with that. So, you know, now I don't know, with all these big collector sets, what kids are actually into that. The UCS Death Stars, well, when I got into Lego, I would say as a kid, you know, the most expensive set was probably one of those big castle sets, probably the Knight's Castle, one of these big, and they're like, you know, good scale size. I don't know, probably if it was compared to the Daily Bugle, not even the Daily Bugle size, maybe more like El Dorado Fortress here. So something like this, that would have been like the biggest set, right? And I think those probably, even back when I was a kid, still pretty expensive, but it wasn't like $1,000, you know, $100 set maybe. And that was, as a kid, just like, oh my gosh, who has $100 for a Lego set? So I can't imagine now what kids think when they see a Lego set, you know, as big as the Death Star, and it's $1,000. Just, this is crazy. So yeah, this last half of 2025 and all these sets, you know, and then maybe it's been somewhat normalized because there obviously have been UCS sets in the past for several years now. Oops. And just a fair amount of large scale Lego sets. And maybe, you know, I don't know if kids pay attention to all those the architecture sets or the modular sets, but I think the Death Star they would. So all kinds of stuff that makes me think, the perspective compared to when I was a kid to now. It's still supported by Bricklink, so that's good, Damos. I mean, you know, especially if you're a Lego collector and you're looking for older sets. So Damos says Bulgaria still has access to Bricklink. Damos says I buy the professional sets. So like the Bricklink designer ones, or companies that kind of make their own designs using Lego bricks. I'm not sure what that would be, Damos. Amy says, Amy, I could not stay long. My phone is going to go out soon. No worries, Amy. Psh, have fun tomorrow on that roller skating field trip. That sounds so cool. Do give a report on, you know, what that is exactly, because that sounds fun. So if you like Lego and you're here just to check out the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, join Brick Therapy 2-3, and just having a good time talking to you guys about Lego and all the different sets and all the fun Christmas build-up Lego that's going on here. And are you guys getting anything for Christmas related to Lego? So who said they were getting the Shire? Somebody said they think they're getting the Shire. Well, it was earlier in the chat. Was it Tavaya? No, it wasn't Tavaya. I'll have to look later, but someone said they might be getting, oh, JBM Bricks. JBM Bricks said he might be getting the Shire for Christmas. That's fun. So yeah, I don't know. What Lego Christmas sets would you, or what Lego sets would you like for Christmas? Lego Christmas sets, very specific. Upscale Santa would be one for sure. Damo says, no, I buy the Lego ones like icons. Oh, got you. Yeah, so like, I think the modular sets, the icon, like icons brand or theme. But yeah, if they are, then I like the modulars a lot. I would recommend those as well, Damos. If you're getting back into Lego as an adult, a grown-up, and I never thought I would. Like I said, they call it the Dark Ages, right? The Lego Dark Ages. So you like Lego as a kid, and then you outgrow it, and you go through teenage years and your 20s or whatever. And then for me, when my kids got into Lego, I helped them build a few sets here and there, and that got me back into Lego. So then when you come out of those Dark Ages, you see so much that is out there. It is crazy. And so when you get back into Lego as an adult fan, I would say, Damos, I would recommend for sure getting those sets, those modular sets. I think those are great builds, and that's probably why Lego has their, oh, for sure, why they have their theme. You know, the adults welcome motto. So, oh, Damos, Damos says, today we have a caroling play. Very fun. Amy says, real quick, the roller skating field trip is just going to be at a roller skating rink. Kind of the thing we've done it once before. It was very fun. Okay, that makes sense. When you said field trip, though, I was thinking, whoa, you could go, I don't know, you could go on a fun kind of little trek adventure, you know, where it's kind of safe to skate around like a giant park, but roller skating rink, that's cool. That's like old school fun too, Amy. Roller skating rinks were popular way back, several decades ago. It looks like they're making a comeback, or at least through social media, it seems like that. And my daughter's gone to a couple birthday parties at a roller skating rink, so super fun. I'll have to get back and try to go myself someday. That'd be fun. I haven't gone roller skating for like, I hate to say it, probably decades. The one phenomenon I remember from doing all that is getting blisters on my heel or my ankle because of just trying to stay balanced. Cosmic Brick says, "Hello, hey, Brick Together." Damo says, "Yeah, where is Royal? Um, is he here?" Or Cosmic Bricks confused Brick Therapy for Brick Together. That's a possibility. I mean, we're both cool channels. Cosmic Brick says, "I mean Brick Therapy. What's up, man? Hey, Cosmic Bricks. Psh, no worries. It'd be fun if Royal was, split screen. We'll have to share a live stream one day. And I haven't caught up with them lately. I have to see what those guys are up to. I think they've already finished this build, and they might be. The last time I heard they were building up the what was it? The Gizmo? Is that his name? Oh, the Ewok. Whatever the Ewok is called. Another upscale build, basically. So yeah, welcome Cosmic Bricks. Not sure if I gave you your high five, dude. So, all right, we're doing our torso for Santa, and talking about, of course, Lego for sure, but talking about this crazy end to the 2025 season of Lego since going back to the summer, and all these giant sets that have come out. And of course, the sets that all came out, I wouldn't complain, having any of those. The Black Pearl, we'll just call it the Black Pearl for short, looks amazing. That set has been like on back order forever, but when we went to the Lego store a couple weeks ago, there was one of them on the shelves. So I don't know if it's just Lego not making as many sets as they should and kind of creating a shortage on purpose, or just creating more demand that way, which would be from a shortage. But that's interesting. Okay, so what's this gonna be? Is this part of the, oh, I don't know, the inside of his head? Are we building up, or are we building down for his legs? I guess I'll find out here. The mystery. And it's kind of fun as you go through this, you can see the use of a lot of Lego parts and pieces that are from several years ago. Okay, so like this could be, the beginning of old school Lego car, right? With the wheel wells and everything. Basic plate here. So it's fun to see all these pieces used again. Actually, this feels like I'm just, messing around with a Lego classic set, the yellow tubs of Lego. You can just buy pieces and make whatever you want to. How's the mascot, AKA Sun? Cosmic Brick says, doing good. He'll have to join soon. He's almost ready to begin Christmas break. They have the last part of this week for school, and then he can join me on another live stream, hopefully a couple, and then we'll see what we can introduce going into New Year's, which will be super fun. That's it, Tommy. Wicket, is that the name of the Ewok? Thank you. Damo says, the only one I got is the Concorde. Oh, is that from the Icon? The next one is the Trevi Fountain. That one I would for sure. That one I would for sure love to, or have them build. We were talking about that a while ago. Or no, it's Trevi Fountain Architecture? Anyway, they're very cool. Okay, so Deimos, you say this is going up. So this will be going towards the head part here. All right, we'll see. Yeah, because I don't have a picture here in the instructions that says to do 2 of these. It just says to do 1. Yesterday I was saying the inside of this part had like red and yellow, and it looked like a Ninjago set was being put together. But that is not the case here. And All right, so we got this, the platform possibly for Santa's noggin, his head to be constructed on or around. And I think, you know, one of the fun parts of these upscale figs, of course, is the large printed pieces like his tummy here. And then I think the giant face piece here, which will be cool. And I don't know how long they've been doing these upscale sets. The other one, well, so there's the Lego guy, the upscale Lego guy with the blue hat, and then the Octan one, which that would be fun. And then they did, thinking about all the summer releases and gift purchases, there was the baby set as well, the upscale Santa, or no, upscale baby, not upscale Santa baby. So I'll have to look into, well, that the gift will purchase baby I'm not going to try and get. Or maybe it was an astronaut. It was like a baby astronaut or something. Space baby. Tommy's with it, man. He knows what's going on. Damos, thanks for being here, man. Leave a like if you haven't already. Darren, welcome. Glad to have you here. Darren, 25 RUS. Very cool. Welcome. So leave a like, subscribe, join the channel, join our Brick Therapy. Here's our logo. When we started doing these live streams, it was Little Brick Therapy here, my younger son, and myself. So we got some custom sig figs, build your own minifig back over the summer and added that to the Brick Therapy logo. So if you like Lego, you like talking about Lego, you like building Lego, you like collecting Lego, just Lego is cool in general, leave a like. And I try to live stream quite often, like almost every day. It's fun to connect with all you guys in the Lego community and just, yeah, engage and meet other Lego collectors, which I've been able to do so, which is amazing. So yeah, we're talking about a couple of you guys here already. Obviously, my mods are part of this Lego community. It's been so fun to connect with all you guys. And so this build, and then share these builds with you. And this build's interesting. So it had me put on these two loop over plates. I don't know the technical name. And then, you know, the rounded plate, reverse plate there. And now this turns upside down, but there's no studs to connect this with, but it fits perfectly like that. So it must be snapped into place when something goes on front here. So interesting build techniques, and it looks like this will connect here in a minute. So building two sides of what will probably be the face, where the face goes of the Santa. So this one section here connects and holds all this into place. So that's kind of interesting how Lego designers solve that issue with, or not really an issue, but just so this doesn't connect at all up here, but connects along the side, and then otherwise it would slide right off. So two sides of that. And I was saying with these colored bricks, it reminds me of just getting a Lego classic set, you know, the yellow tubs of, or bins, you know, of the, especially these colored pieces that are pretty much used a lot in those type of classic sets. You just buy a new Lego fan, a classic Lego bin, and they can design whatever they want. They get into the world of mock building without even noticing it. So Damos said this will definitely be the upper section here of the Santa, the head part. And does it look like it's gonna be a head part? I don't know if it's gonna connect this way or this way. So, but there's studs sticking out on either side, so I don't know what it would stick into here. And if you've built this already, of course, you know, like you're like, oh, brick therapy, it's so easy. What an easy process. You don't know what's going on. Damo says, bye. Please like and subscribe. Can we get 20 likes? Nice, Tommy. Psh. Let's get to 10 likes first. Darren, welcome. Hopefully you're still here. Leave a like if you are here. Nguyen, leave a like also. I saw you earlier. So if you like Lego, leave a like for Lego and join the live stream. And looking forward to live streaming often, maybe earlier in the day, and just sharing with you guys all these fun builds. So I think, you know, when I got this set, we got the gingerbread AT-AT, which proved to be, I think, more popular a purchase than the UCS Death Star set. And, you know, probably for obvious reasons, number one being the price, but it is crazy. Cosmic Bricks says, I'm mock building. Give Cosmic Bricks a like for doing that. So awesome. Cosmic Bricks, I have not done that in a long time. My sons are so much better than I am at doing that. But all right, so we got some rounded edges now that we've built up. And, excuse me, gotta sneeze. Whew, excuse me, guys. Hopefully I didn't make anyone go deaf there. I got so excited. The sneeze kicked in. But I got these rounded pieces built up. And there you go. A lot of pieces that would definitely go with a Lego City set. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy with the bless you. So there we go. We got a nice cylindrical build. This itself, again, I'm guessing, oh, you must be building a Lunar New Year, Monkey Kid, or Ninjago set. It just has, especially with all these, with the red being kind of the main color, it's just reminiscent of that. So funny. But it's not. It's a Santa. It's an upscale Santa. But going to mock build soon, says Cosmic Bricks. What? Oh, you're sorting. Sorting is so, I love sorting. It's so fun. Lego, you know, you can build, you can sort, you can dismantle and sort, and then sort again and rebuild. If only it was, if only you had a job where you could just do that. It's so fun. I guess if you work for one of those big YouTuber guys, that's probably what they do constantly, is just help their YouTuber boss get the big sets all sorted out and make the build process a lot faster for them. At least that's my hunch. I don't know who the big YouTuber guys are, like the M&R probably, or I don't know. Jang Bricks is a big one. I think he's a pretty modest fella. He probably just builds and does everything himself. But yeah, sorting Lego, rebuilding, reorganizing, so fun. And I think it's just, you know, it speaks to our nature to want to, you know, make order out of things. I have about 300 kilograms sorted Lego. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? 300 kilos sorted of Lego. Cosmic Bricks going to work. What are you going to make? What with all that Lego are you going to put together, Cosmic Bricks? How fun. One can guess. All right, looks like we have the measurements for definitely, well, I was going to, actually, I don't know. Maybe this goes down here, right? So we will see, or it's the shoulder area of Santa. I know it's probably, it's like, it's probably some obvious things here that I'm guessing at, but it's just fun to leave it somewhat a mystery as to where this all goes. You know, how can you make the upscale minifig not so obvious? You know you're building a head, torso, legs, arms, and a hat. But how can you make it more of a fun, creative build to where you're like, kind of like a puzzle. You're like, oh, I'm not sure. Well, it is like a puzzle. I'm not sure where all these pieces actually lead to, even as I'm assembling. Of course, another fun aspect of Lego. You see the picture of the set, you have on the box. And then when you start assembling everything together, you know, you got a cool little section built up here, but you're like, is that going on the shoulders? Where is that going? And then come to find out, it's a holding plate or place for, let's see, it kind of slides in like a ship. Okay, so that snaps into place like that. How cool. Again, still looking like, now it looks like a Ninjago galley or like a place for Master Wu, you know, to sail across the Yangtze River. So fun. Cosmic Brick says, I will, for all the pieces he's sorting out and getting ready to build a mock, a channel journey, I hope. I'm a space mock builder. I specialize in mechs, spacecraft, spaceships, UFOs, rovers, and so much more. Thus the name Cosmic Bricks. I love it. Cosmic Bricks. Giving us a little more insight into his channel's name. How fun. Well, Cosmic Bricks, then you'll probably appreciate me mentioning the old school, the classic Lego space sets. Those were my introduction to, you know, more of those specialized pieces that I loved so much. You know, you have the regular 1x2 and 2x3 Lego bricks, you know, like just the basic block pieces. You know, trying to find like an example around here, but now there's so many specialized pieces. But yeah, Lego Space, they came out, you know, with the smooth plated pieces. I think that's where I saw them first, like that. And then, yeah, you could build moon rovers, and there was building those little mooncraft vehicles to travel, to roll into the spaceships and everything, and little compartments in that kind of that bright yellow plastic windshield piece, and then the space logo that goes around the planet. Just so fun. So such a great theme. And it was kind of fun to see, if you guys ever saw the original Lego movie and then the Lego movie 2, but you know, the character, the astronaut character, the one who goes all crazy into a spaceship, you know, but they made a set for him with the classic yellow space look with the ship and everything. That was fun to see brought back, because I don't know when that theme retired, because you know, that was a set I got into as a kid, and I don't know how long it lasted, but of course now that would be, you know, that's probably one of those themes. How they've brought, you know, back some, like the Lion Knight's castle, they've brought back some more vintage looking castle set builds that look like the original old school Lego sets. Maybe they could do that more with Lego Classic Space. Classic Space is my second favorite theme. My first is Alien Conquest, although I've had the brick boxes that I have basic system bricks. Classic Space retired in 1998. Very cool, Cosmic Bricks. Thanks for the info. I didn't know that. Okay, well, then it had a pretty good run, because Classic Space was maybe like a 20-year run, because I want to say early 80s or maybe late 70s. And yeah, all the way to 1998. And the Lego Cities kind of had some space themes. Lego Space, I don't know, it doesn't look the same. They've done, you know, they've done some in recent years with some more, I guess, modern looking space sets, but nothing compares to the classic space sets. And then your second your top theme is Alien Conquest. I don't know that one. I'll have to look that one up, Cosmic Bricks. It's fun. You guys have, between you and Damos, bringing up these other themes I didn't even know about, because of not growing up in the same era, missing out on some of this stuff as a, you know, an A-fold, you miss a couple eras till you get back into the Lego sets. Tommy says, I like all the dragons that are coming out. Psh, yeah, there's a lot, especially with Ninjago. Cosmic Brick says, they've brought Classic Space back with a twist, named it Neo Classic Space. Okay. I'll have to look out for that. I haven't really, yeah, unless it's the one I'm thinking. Like they did a Space Station one recently. I got a couple of those. I'll have to look. Maybe that's the one, those are the ones I'm thinking of. But let's see. Alien Conquest. What is that? I'm going to look that up on my computer right now. I'm so curious. Lego Alien Conquest. There it is. When did this come out? Oh, wow. A lot of more of like the alien look with the green boxes. How cool. Oh man, they had a Lego Space Alien Conquest. There's a pretty sweet looking set. Let's see. If you go to brickset.com, the UFO abduction, the alien mothership, the Earth Defense Headquarters. Oh my goodness. The Alien Conquest Battle Pack. And that one, man, so many cool things. It's got, yeah, two, I guess, guards with astronaut helmets, two aliens, and then a dude with a pinstripe suit. How fun. My goodness. There are some good things going on out there. Lego Alien Conquest. Very cool, Cosmic Bricks. Thanks for bringing up that theme. I'd never heard that one before. Cosmic Brick says, I'm friends with the main theme designer, Mark Stafford. So is he still working with Lego then? Yeah, it's so interesting. All these themes, you know, what the time and run is. So like what's lasted the longest lately for Lego themes? Star Wars probably. Ninjago's been out for a while now. Ninjago, what, 15 years? They're doing the 15-year anniversary set coming out next year. So what would that be, 2011? Is that when the first Ninjago sets came out? And gosh, what else? Lego City has always been around. Lego City is kind of like just the foundation for Lego itself. So all the police and firefighter sets, and yeah, like basic beach home builds and house builds and car builds. So yeah, and then of course there's a lot of sub themes to Lego City. That's where I thought the Neo space, I thought that was more of a sub theme to regular Lego. All right, so bag 2. Damo said this was the upper section, but I don't think so, because you turn it this way and it mimics if you were to take a minifigure and take off his legs, the leg attachments go right here. So this is the waist section and connects inside of the torso here. And I don't think it matters which way this goes. So cool, so satisfying. Connect the torso to the waist section here, and voila, we've got a upscale Santa torso and leg section looking quite good there. Love it. So let's see. I own many duplicates of each set as I'm building an Alien Conquest planet based around the aliens in 2026. Cosmic Bricks, so fun. You brought me back to my childhood of classic Lego space. I wish I had some of those sets. When we were traveling as a family, when I was a little kid, I brought one of my favorite Lego space sets with us in the car, and then we were traveling through Nevada, where, you know, the desert is in the western US, and we were at a hotel, and I left the set inside the car right under the windshield, and the sun just melted those pieces. They didn't turn to liquid, but it just warped all the pieces and they didn't stick together anymore. It was so sad. So anyway, Pirate says, good morning from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm sitting here watching your live stream while waiting to clock out at 12:30 today. Pirate's back to say hello. Nobody has ever built a Lego Alien Planet, so I'll be the first and probably the inspired to introduce something new. Cosmic Bricks giving us a preview. That is so cool, Cosmic Bricks. All right, so I'm going to stop with this section here, but a preview. So obviously, it looks like bag 3 and maybe 4. No, maybe bag 3. Bag 3 looks to be, since I built the torso and the waist, you need to have this thing standing up on something. So I think the next live stream tomorrow will be perfect. You can tell that one's obvious right there. We're building up the leg, or maybe both legs. Let me see. Are we building up both legs? So yeah, bag 3. I will get a little advance on this one. Yeah, so bag 3 will be both legs, starting with, I guess what? The left leg. So very cool. Well, thanks guys for being here. Pirate, giving you a high five, dude. I don't think I did. Tommy for being the mod for the second half of the live stream. B Bandits to start us out. Cosmic Bricks giving us some cool insight into Lego space and projects upcoming for him. I can't wait to hear more about it, especially the Alien Planet build. That will give the UCS Death Star a run for its money. So thanks guys for joining. I don't know, after that sneeze, I don't know. Now I feel like I'm coming down with something. So hopefully not. But I'm gonna check in with you guys again tomorrow. Thanks again for joining the live stream. And good seeing you guys. Cosmic Brick says, anyway, good seeing you. I'm gonna go build mocks. All right, guys, have a good one.